Welcome back, TV Sports 27. It is the second half of the Week 17 finale between the Atlanta Dirty Birds and the Salt Lake City Elks. If you missed part one, we'll give you a brief recap. Atlanta has won 3 in a row. They are looking for a 4th in a row. Tampa Bay has lost 4 in a row. A Dirty Birds victory, coupled with the Tampa Bay Mutiny loss to Chicago here in Week 17, would give Atlanta the nod into the postseason. It's going to go to committee's choice, but the committee has Atlanta eyed for a playoff berth. The only thing standing in Atlanta's way, the Salt Lake City Fury. Just 3-12 on the season, looking for a 4th win. They are looking to pull the upset. It is 24-7. Ickey Woods has not been getting it done, and the defense has been roughing up Tom Brady. 51 yards of passing offense so far for the Atlanta Dirty Birds. That is it. And Brady looking to pull off a second-half comeback here with Atlanta, much like he did with New England against Atlanta in the Super Bowl. We'll see what kind of adjustments are made. You're never quite out of it when Tom Brady is your quarterback. Think of how that Buccaneers-Rams playoff game went, where it looked like they were completely out of it, and they came back. Questionable throw early on in the ball game from Tom Brady in the first half that led to an interception, and then a throw to Adam Thielen that did not quite work out for them either. And you see the passing yards right there, but right now Brady's got a good one put together. There's Torrey Holt, who's going to barrel forward, and this is a really, really nice opening drive, and it just looks like the Dirty Birds right now going back to the basics, where a lot of the passes, I think, were chucks down the field, chuck downs down the field, and they're headed to the basics right now and just willing it down the field. Jackie Smith brings that one in, and this has been an excellent Tom Brady typical drive down the field on this one. Brady, he's going to take it himself. Touchdown, Atlanta Dirty Birds. Tom Brady with a rushing touchdown. He can do it quarterback sneak style, but Brady is like, you know what? I'm going to take this one in myself. Atlanta 404, which I almost called them the Atlanta 404 after Blitz the League. Because I kind of like that name. I'm intrigued by that different name. Atlanta 404. But they're the Dirty Birds right now, and that was a much-needed touchdown for Atlanta. So now pressure swings back to the Salt Lake City Elks, who need to keep the pedal to the metal. Appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, TV Sports 27, if you guys are joining us live here on Twitch, thanks for joining in. If you're new to the channel, we stream all of this content early on Twitch, so you can be ahead. We're about 2 months ahead of schedule, so if you want to see the action early before it comes out on YouTube, Twitch is the place to be, so do join us over there and hit the follow button so you don't miss any of the action. If you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate you being here. There's no wrong place to watch. You can watch the action in smaller doses where we go a lot longer on Twitch, so it's kind of personal preference. Do you like long form? If you do, we're going to stream for a couple hours. That's going to be on Twitch. But if you like watching the videos in short chunks and getting some new content every day, the place to do that is on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube and hit the thumbs up on YouTube as well. That helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. And check us out, patreon.com/tvsports27 for bonus content, historic content, classic content from our archives, exclusive content that you can't see anywhere else, Discord access to our special Discord page, stream requests, shout outs. We got it all on our Patreon page. It's a bang for your buck for bonus content, historical content. Like we said, we got it all. I mean, patreon.com/tvsports27, throwback footage, exclusive footage of things that you can't see anywhere else. We got the Discord server. We have the stream requests. We have the shout-outs. We got it all. Patreon.com/tvsports27. Pick your tier. and let us know. And if there's any benefits you think we could add to Patreon to entice you guys, drop a line, leave me a comment either here on YouTube or on Twitch, or send me one on Patreon. What would entice you guys to sign up? What's missing that you guys would like to see that's not there that would entice you guys to sign up? Let me know. We'll give our quick Patreon shout-outs here. Justin Russell, Mr. Maple, Jonathan Harrigan, and Ultrafan K. Duckman. Thank you guys so much for being Patreon supporters, and we hope to see many, many more of you sign up as we're hoping to reach our AEW Fight Forever goal. We have not made that goal just yet, so we're hoping to bring a second wrestling show to the channel. Was that caught? They're going to say incomplete. And quite an effort on the catch. Brandon Cooks is going to get injured on the play. It looked like he was in bounds, but referees say no good. Staubach pressured, gets rid of it to Warlick. And that should put them in field goal range at least to kind of keep things going. Here comes a deep kick. It's going to be 51 yards for Salt Lake City. And it just curves in for Pat Leahy, and it's good. So 27-14, and then you see the Bruce Sternum, so Keenan McCardell is going to slide over. Trying to get some blocks as Bruce. Got all the Rams players on this Dirty Bird squad. Icky Woods. It has not been a day to remember for Icky Woods. Oh my goodness, and again. I mean, 7 carries, just 2 yards. He spent the first 5 years of his Revolution League career with the Gainesville Clash. Of course, a Cincinnati Bengal, and then spent the time in Gainesville, now here in Atlanta. 2nd and 11. Brady out to Adam Thielen. He's not able to get upfield, so 3rd and 2. Do you give it to Woods? Brady's got his X factor as well, so you got that to consider. They do give it to Icky Woods, and he is going to quadruple his run total there, 17 yards. So that means he picked up about 15 on that carry. It is a cold day here. This is Salt Lake City in December, so you got to take that into account as well. Brady. The Hikutuni completed. So the defense letting Brady move the ball. The offense did respond with a field goal, but you can't trade field goals for touchdowns with Brady. Are we going to see the Dirty Birds in the postseason? Wide open as Torrey Holt. Just like Tom Brady the third to Torrey Holt, only this time it's Tom Brady the second to Torrey Holt. It's a touchdown, and in typical Tom Brady fashion, the Dirty Birds, they're a score away from making this comeback a reality. And for Atlanta fans, I bet it feels good to see Brady doing it in the red and black. Salt Lake City trying to get some words from Coach Fangio.
Come on now, let's go.
Jamal Lewis, pretty decent day. But the big topic of conversation in pro football these days is the whole running back value being diluted. And for Jamal Lewis, he's at 18 carries right now. How much further do you run the guy? Do you keep diluting that value? What's your guys' opinion on the whole running back situation? I definitely get it. But I get it from both sides. Running backs, that position, they're not getting the big money. They're getting booted out of the league. I mean, I've seen it, guys. C.J. Anderson, that's a guy I was a big fan of as a Broncos fan. He's already, they got rid of him. David Johnson, his career took a tailspin. It holds up, and I get it. But I get that the running backs want their big money too. But do you invest all that money? We've seen it happen before. Do you invest all that money into a running back, and then they go out and get hurt? You have to start doing split running back committees instead of having a running back run the ball 20, 30 times a game. Do you switch it to 15 and have two running backs? Well, Staubach goes down, and we're going to head to the fourth quarter, guys. So this is what it all comes down to. It's either Salt Lake City playing spoiler, or it's going to be the Atlanta Dirty Birds with an epic comeback for the ages and getting into the postseason. Play fake. Now, we still say it's up to the committee. Look at this. Keenan McCardell. And it's incomplete. These deep bombs have not worked so well. Jalen Ramsey has just been... He's been on fire in this ball game so far. 2 interceptions, your MVP. That's your finale, Sacramento and North Florida. I almost said Jacksonville. Oh, that's a huge play on 3rd and 6. Stephon Diggs brings it in. Salt Lake City Elks. Oh my goodness, now time's starting to wind down a little bit. And Atlanta, they got to come up with something here. Jamal Lewis, touchdown. That was a big drive for the Elks. And now the Dirty Birds. Oh, they're going to go for 2 here. Yeah, that's smart. Go for 2. 14-point game. Staubach cannot get rid of the football. Couldn't find anybody open. Rankins brings him down. So keeps it a 2-possession game here for Tom Brady. I mean, you can't exactly say. I mean, they got the 2 interceptions, including the pick 6. But 33 points from this Dirty Bird defense isn't helping out. We got this. We still don't know if victory would put Atlanta in the postseason. We're pretty sure it would with a 5-1 divisional record, but that's why we say it would go to the committee because we don't know Madden's tiebreakers. And they don't give us any kind of playoff scenario either, so we just made up a committee like college football since we do rankings. Since we rank the teams, why not? Brady to Jackie Smith. Here we go. Jackie Smith, the healthiest man in America. He's feeling pretty sick right now looking at the scoreboard, I'll say that. Brady to Smith again. First down. Really gotten into gear here in the second half for sure. I mean, he's got his X factor blown up right now, which helps. Oh no, Jackie Smith could not hang on to it. I was going to say that looked like that was going to be a fantastic looking grab for Jackie Smith. He could not bring it in. Brady. Isaac Bruce, incomplete. And it's 3rd and 10 for Atlanta. They're not exactly in field goal range. Brady is sacked. Bernie McCray. Was that a free safety blitz? Undetected by the GOAT. Now it's decision time. It's 4th and forever. But yeah, they're saying to go for it. The game is, and I think that's the right call. It's 4th and 19. My goodness, guys, this is pretty big play. Here we go. Brady, Isaac Bruce, incomplete. Bruce was fighting with Frank Minifield. Minifield wins out. A heartbreaker for the Dirty Birds. Oh my goodness. It's reality is starting to set in now for Atlanta. And what a sad ending this would be for Tampa Bay, who is looking like they may back into the postseason on a 4-game losing streak, where Atlanta had completely turned their season around in the second half and gone on a 4-game winning streak. And to come into this finale with all the momentum against a 3-win ball club, you would expect to get that W. Still a lot of time, though. There's still 6 minutes to play. And the Dirty Bird defense upended again. And for Salt Lake City, I'm going to look at their schedule after this, just because I'm so intrigued. They've been a disaster all year long, but they've knocked off 2 of the best teams in the league. Sacramento and possibly Atlanta right here. Jamal Lewis, 24 carries here. One more. Oh, Jefferson almost jumped off sides. One more touchdown for the Elks, and it would be a near disaster here. And there is the touchdown. Unbelievable. Ernie Warlick from Roger Staubach. Not wearing Cowboys metallic blue, but Salt Lake City Elk blue. And that may have just knocked the Atlanta Dirty Birds from the postseason. Which would mean we now know the national side of things. We just don't know the seeding out of the 3 teams of the North. That's going to go to committee. What's going to come down to a second committee decision is our finale game. It's going to be the Sacramento Redwoods and the North Florida Cheetahs. If Sacramento wins, they get the final spot in the American Conference. If Sacramento loses, then it comes down to those final 3 games, which we will stream for you, simulation style. And the teams that win, the committee may put them in. The committee may still go with Sacramento. You don't know, but that possibility is going to be there. So depending on if you're ready for the playoffs to start, you're cheering for Sacramento. If you want to see more football, then you're cheering for North Florida to pull off the upset. Brady just dumps it short, and Gomes comes back and makes the grab.
Come on, fellas.
I mean, I'm not going to say that the Dirty Birds offense has been a complete disaster, because the first half wasn't great, and Ickey Woods, you know, I think if OJ is in there, you're doing a lot better. But your defense giving up 40 points definitely was not beneficial at all. That is for certain.
Let's go.
I don't know what the play call was, because it just went away. It looks like it's a running play. We're not going to do that.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Brady to the end zone. Jackie Smith. What are you doing, Jackie? He's gone sick again. He's the sickest man. Stuff like that's been hurting Atlanta as well. Man, nobody open, and Brady's got to run it again. Oh, my God. I thought Brady was going to push his way into the end zone. Johnny Robinson about had Brady in a headlock, and you don't see Brady often doing that, but he didn't have anybody to throw it to. Icky Woods. Oh, Icky Woods, no. A must-have touchdown for the Dirty Birds. And Brady could not get the ball away. Driven into the turf by Cecil Johnson. And we hit the 2-minute warning.
Wait, that's 29. Alpha. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Regular.
Intercepted. Ball game. Tom Brady is not Atlanta's savior. Devin McCourty with the interception, and it's a 3-interception performance for Tom Brady on this one. You knew that was a force, but there were no other options. And again, this happens a lot in Madden, and I don't mean to always point it out, because sometimes I am making the bad throw, and I will own up to that when that happens. But here's your options right now to throw the ball. You throw it here, he's getting tackled short. If you throw it here, that's an interception waiting to happen. He's covered, so there's not a whole lot of options to go to. So my option here is this situation where I'm thinking an all-star player like Torrey Holt is going to make a play on the ball. Like, okay, but look what happens. As soon as the ball is released, what? He steps backwards. Look at this. He runs away from the ball. I realize that's double coverage, but where Holt is standing, right here, this is where I hit the button. Thinking that, okay, here's Holt. He's got a beat on, this should be Torrey Holt stepping up one-on-one, fighting with the ball. So that's not on Tom Brady. And Torrey Holt runs away from the football. He runs away from the football, as I sound like Jerry Seinfeld right there. What's the deal with running away from the football? So, 2 of those interceptions, I can't say I put on Brady. The one with Thielen where it was one-on-one, and then that one right there. But either way, who would you guys have rather seen in the playoffs? The Dirty Birds and the Mutiny. So Tom Brady, we saw his first time in his NFL career. Well, no, they qualified. The Bucs got in the playoffs. Brady, I would say we were dangerously close this year to Brady not making the playoffs. Tom Brady in the Legends League is not going to make the postseason. There's an offsides on Atlanta. So a Brady-less postseason coming in here. Off-season, postseason. Is it a first down? It is. And that is going to clinch it. No more timeouts called for the Dirty Birds. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you call it? I mean, it's 2 teams that aren't going to make the playoffs, so whether you call it an upset or what, you can technically count this as a playoff game. Atlanta, the Dirty Birds, officially eliminated from the postseason. The Tampa Bay Mutiny will go in as National South champions, and they will clinch a number 6 seed. So we look at, actually, I don't know, maybe Dallas. No, Dallas got 10 wins, so they'll be number 6 seed. But, so now we know in the National Conference it's all settled. Dallas, champions of the National East. Tampa Bay, champions of the National South. The National North is going to be up to debate by the committee. Chicago, St. Louis, Mexico City are going to debate over who gets that one. And the National West is won by the Portland Lumberjacks. So we'll come down to the final wild card playoff spot, and it's going to be Sacramento in North Florida. I want to look at Salt Lake City's schedule, because that intrigues me to see the teams that they may have beaten or not beaten. And then we'll do a quick preview. And my goodness, guys, maybe tomorrow, maybe if we get the new computer set up, that's something we'll stream with you guys tomorrow. Would you guys like to see that? Possibly. Be on the lookout. I don't know. So we're going to look at it here. And first of all, let's take a look. Let's take a look at some division champs, because we're down to the wild card here. So we already went through the National. So we know that the Lumberjacks won the West. The East won by Dallas. The South now officially won by Tampa Bay. And the North, it's going to be decided on by the committee. Who is the committee going to pick when you look at it? I mean, points for, points against. If you're going based on that, you got to look at St. Louis right there. But it's going to be up to the committee. And in the American Conference, the LA Kiss, they have clinched. And the Lancers and the Kiss are going to play for some playoff positioning here. In the East, the Huskies, your champs. In the South, it goes to Austin. And in the North, the London Monarchs. So our possible final game of the regular season. And this LA and Lancers game is interesting, because if LA is defeated, I think that knocks them out of a chance for a first-round bye. There's still a possibility here, if Austin loses, if the Monarchs lose, and the Kiss win, that this group could change. So this isn't completely settled yet, but I don't know if you want to see those games or not. These games, I feel like, are more important that we're doing, where the playoffs are to be decided. The game we did with Tampa, we did with Dallas, we just did this one here, which had playoff implications on it. So, yeah. So it's going to come down to this. The Redwoods, if they win, if they beat North Florida, they are in. They get in. I said a 6 seed, but depending on the committee, they might pass up one of these two teams here. But they win, and they're in, and we go to the playoffs. If they lose, we stream Dublin, the Shamrock, and the Brooklyn Beats game, and the Bulldogs will be in that mix as well, playing Dublin, because 8-8 could get them into the postseason over Sacramento. So that's what it comes down to, guys. That's going to do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the RXFL. Subscribe, thumbs up on YouTube, follow on Twitch, and check us out at patreon.com/tvsports27. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time.